Good afternoon, we're back with more Pirate Naxos on a weekday around lunchtime. That's madness, but it is July, that means it's vacation mode engage. And what better way to enjoy vacation away from developing EU4 than to play more EU4. Right, where were we? We're enjoying coalition war with a whole bunch of mostly landlocked European powers. They have, what, two ports between them. Brandenburg has Hamburg and Rostock. So it's really not a war that's going anywhere. That's a problem for me, and we'll get to why soon. I'm also at war with the Danes. Slaughtered their navies. I have their capital blockaded. I wouldn't mind taking their capital, but I have to be very stringent on my admin. We still have a lot of coring to do. And I seriously want the next tech because that gives us admin efficiency. So it's a very bad idea for me to core anything more than necessary for the, well, until I get that tech. So I'll probably forgo Holland and instead take all their money, because I'm always struggling on money, and then even more of their money. If I can, that is. They're not keen on that right now. So my port of call will be to seize Gotland and put them under full blockade to see if I can incite a peace out of them. The Ottomans, I am certain, are going to come knocking very soon. The truce with me will expire in a few months, and like clockwork, they will probably declare for Naxos. They have a terrifying fleet, truly terrifying, but I think that with our completely unled galleys down here, we'll put them in their place. No, we're going to need an admiral for them. So that's what's happening on the European front. Nothing more happening with the Brits, because we have a pretty chunky truce with them till 1630. So I turn my eye towards the new old world, Far East Asia. We've made some gains around here. We're going to make a whole lot more gains. But again, the admin is a problem. I can't core much land right now. So I was humming and hawing about where to go. I wanted to go to Kilwa, but they've got an alliance with Spain, and that's still land I'd have to core. I kind of want Vijayanagar, so I'm sorely tempted to smash a claim down in Maldives, occupy it, and then take it so that I can raid and privateer the coasts here. Once the Andamans are finished, I should be able to raid all of this. With this, I'd be able to raid all of this as well, not to mention privateer these rich trade nodes. That money deserves to be in my pocket. But then there's Japan. Japan are technologically inferior. They're allied to Russia, who is not a threat. I mean, the worst thing they can do is weigh down the war score. I know that they can't interfere in this war. They have no way of getting to Japan as long as I have naval supremacy. But when it comes to naval supremacy, the Japanese are a bit scary. 30 heavy ships, 54 galleys. I have a lot more galleys. My galleys have to be around for the defense of Lolland Fin. Did I build a fort on Fin? Wasn't I going to build a fort on Fin? You know, to fight better against the likes of the Danes and that? Huh, that would probably be a good idea. That would probably be a great idea. I can do that. An idea for when I have a bit more disposable cash. Some people might go, but you got 1400. Yeah, but I'm also running a pretty painful deficit constantly. It's going to get more painful when the Ottoman war reparations expire. They give me almost 20 ducats a month, and I don't mind that at all. When will Jake be pirating the White Sea? Ooh, I was hoping nobody would point that out, but it's going to be very difficult for me to privateer in the White Sea. Shouldn't be impossible. Nature will always find a way. Now, yeah, I was getting at Japan, allied with Russia, but Russia is currently at war with the Otto Friends, so there's a good chance that they will not honour that call to arms. So a crafty thing to do is to stop fabricating on either the Danes or the British. I'm thinking stop on the Danes because I'm not really doing anything with that. I'm going to start fabrication on the Japanese because I want to get that as soon as possible. When this diplomat is free, I shall do it with Vijayanagar. And when I get my other claim on you, which will be at 20 spy network, we shall probably recall you, so I always have that wildcard diplomat. So what are you going to do? I'm going to have you go and siege up Gotland, so we have a bit more war score on the accursed Danes. I would also like to put these people under pretty much full blockade. When it comes to the Danish fleet, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... okay, I can safely assume that they're all there. So I would like my light ships out there, and as long as I leave about 50 here, the rest can go on blockading. There's more, of course. Yeah, more things to run down. I'm at war with these folks, the Spanish Forion. That's a good way to harvest war score from the punitive war. So I'm probably going to kill them on my way to revving up, destroying Japan. I need galleys, and I need them badly, but I also would quite like these ships able to help me. I mean, if I have them and they're not doing anything for me, then that's a waste, right? So I would like these lights probably over in East Asia, because that's where I can do a whole lot of privateering for a ton of dosh. So I would like you all over here, and I could probably raid some coasts along the way if I play my cards right. So yeah, we'll have you go around here, blockade up the Danes. There's more I'd like to do to the Danes though. Can I grab half of this fleet? That was the wrong one, you'll be there in the third. Yeah, I want to grab half of you and then have you blockade up here as well. Get you over there and then deal with you. So I'm reckoning that there are, yeah, definitely coasts to raid around here. Some of that's already been done. How about you there? Yes. It's not a lot, but always, whenever possible, show me the money. Don't think I've really paid Vinland a visit for some time either, so let's go and do exactly that. There's a lot to take care of across the whole world when you have this kind of naval superiority, but I must. Russia have cancelled military access. They must know that I'm going to gun down Japan soon. And boy, do I hope to gun down the Japanese soon. So we'll detach a blockade here and then keep it moving. Perhaps along here as well. Some of this is... no, I'm thinking of raiding. That is Polish land there. Hello, Danes. Just keep that dosh coming my way. Not just the money, but the sailors. We're in a good place, sailors-wise, but I don't want to get complacent on that front. Thankfully, our massive amount of blockade efficiency assures us that... all these guys are sitting around here as well. Let's just grab all of you. The whole lot of you. And send you over to Asia, because there's a whole lot of privateering and blockading and the like that I want you to do. Yeah, privateering especially. We'll get you down to... none of these have forts, but you'll probably be safe over here in Magawi-Watsits. Is that all, though? There's a whole load of raiding and stuff to be done around here, but we'll get to that. I haven't done it yet, but boy do I need to do it. Now I stand to gain by keeping in this war with the Danes, but I really need my galleys free if I want to pose a serious threat to the Nipponese. And get our units over there on Gotland, siege it up as fast as we can. Might look Polish, but this is Danish. And then there we go, we've already got a pretty swell bunch of war score against the accursed Danes. And then we can send our units down here. Why do I have a spare transport? I need to get rid of all these superfluous units because I am so short on naval force limit. Even with that said though, I'm going to build a whole bunch more galleys, unless I am moments away from better galleys. They come in 2 techs, but those 2 techs are going to be aeons away. So more galleys, please. That's 10, 11, 12... Wait, what? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 15, 16, 17, 18... Man, when did I forget how to count? Anyway, that was a bunch of galleys. We'll have them help us out wherever possible. I still have more lights being constructed here, but all in due time. The lights are heading over there, and that should be all well and good. Alright, so that's terrifying news that the Ottomans are no longer at truce with me. Let's find out where our admirals are. Klimpen's over there with the heavies, as well he should be. Achachios Zeno is busy looking after the Danes again, as well they should be. Thankfully, recruiting admirals is super cheap for us, so why don't we bring in... I need somebody to be the wall against the Ottomans, and who better to be the wall than Hadrian? Oh my. Not too keen on your maneuver, but you've certainly got the fire there. The fire phase, as we all know, comes first. Now, I have what I need to get my other claim on you. I'll take the most developed province, because these claims are more to reduce coring cost and time than anything else. And with you, with a free diplomat, I want to make peace with the Danes as soon as I can, because keeping them in this war is a liability. Does Jake have a majestic flagship for his ragtag fleet? We have 3 flagship, one stolen from the Danes, one stolen from what I was told was Brandenburg, but actually appears to be Holland, and not to mention a Marilon's Revenge right here. We've got Crow's Nest mortars and hull sheathing, because I don't want to lose that flagship, no way, no how. It should be able to take a beating no matter what. Why am I not fabricating on Vijayanagar? They're my backup for if Japan, for some reason, is not available. No, that's absolutely not what we want to do. Get that spy network going. Being a pirate's a very international affair, don't you know? Oh, look at these suckers going over here. What is he up to? Also, the mightiest province in the world, Lothian, is now our full court. I could so take Hueland instead of Gotland right now, because he is marching his army over there. I wonder if it's worth just blowing our mill on taking this faster. Okay, right, he knows. He knows. Go figure. It's not just the Danes though, right? It's Dithmarschen as well. Dithmarschen have a heavy there. I wonder if our lights can take it on. I wonder if they can take it on alone as well. When it comes to leader numbers, we're only 3 out of 4, and I always need more admirals anyway. So we're going to bring another one in, and we're going to have Stugav help us out. Oh my, Stugav, you'd be wasted up here. I'll have Hadrian take care of Dithmarschen. Stugav, with that incredible everything, is going to be in charge of defending our everything from the Ottomans. There we go, that looks a good bit better. I'd probably have... I might even be able to get Dithmarschen out of this war. It's been going on for a while. But this should free up a whole lot of my galleys, because I need my galleys freed up to go and deal with Japan. But most importantly... no, I don't know what's most important, but we will survive. Russia dishonored with Denmark. But why? Oh... The Ottoman... wait, what? No, I don't think I understand. The Polish decided to attack the Danes. This is good, though. I have no beef with the Polish. They have no provinces that I would ever consider wanting to take. Although that might change if they take Ussel, but I'm not that interested in Ussel. It gives me nothing that Gotland doesn't already give. Our goal is not to take every island, it's simply that I can only take islands. He's close to giving us what we want. How about you, Dithmarschen? It's a real problem that I can't actually move my... that I can only use my diplomats as sparsely as I do, because it takes them so long to travel from A to B. Ayrshire, Aberdeen, Sutherland, great. That should keep the Scots under wrap. The size of my navy just keeps chewing this up, so let's take navies and move them to the bottom. Then I can keep an eye on things like the Welsh. Yes, those things. Gotland won't hold out much longer, and then our troops are going to head on over to the east via the west. So far so good. The Danes are obviously really keen on having a fleet, but it's not going to be enough. Speaking of not enough, I don't have the blockade that I need to actually keep the keep the Gutnish out. Nice. Except where is Magu? What's it? That's that capital that I took, right? Well, I've already cored it, so I'm only too happy to get another 2 base production there. This is our mighty navy, and there's no point in having them dilly-dally when they could be harvesting ducats for me. And that should be in Malacca. Plenty of money to be made there. Now, fit. Well, with this down, we're heading off. You folks need to go where exactly? Now this coalition war is going to be a problem. I'm going to move my units over here, then explain it. Or try to explain it. They should be good on that route, right? Also, the Danes still don't want to give up, but they're a moment away from it. So this coalition war is tying me up. They're not going to peace out anytime soon. It's coalition, it's early, they're pretty strong compared to me. I need at least a moment of peace somewhere down the line, because my designs with Japan is not to take this land directly. I don't want to have subjects in trade company land, because if I make a subject and integrate them, I'm paying the full dip cost for full cores. I don't need full cores, I just need half cores, because I'll make them a trade company region. Japan is not a trade company region, so it's a prime place to have a subject. The subject can do the coring, I will integrate them, which is good because I'm so tight on admin, not so tight with dip, although it could be in a better place. I've got my eye on... I can make a claim on Satsuma. That would allow me to release Yamana. Yamana have a ton of cores around here, so I'll pretty much feed Japan to Yamana, then integrate Yamana, and I'll keep Yamana on Scootage for as long as that benefits me. Such is the plan, at least. Let's see if we can make it a reality. Again, you're not so keen on this, but perhaps... No, that's still not enough to get the... to get our friends, the Ditmarsheni, out of this war. Interesting. But it's wrong. Love this song, March on Granada. So intimidating. These guys are still privateering, and there are always coasts to raid around here, right? Maybe so, maybe no. Need to keep an eye on that, because I'm not good at remembering things in general. Next year it's time for the British to go down. If I was in a good place financially, I'd like to just do all raids across the world that I can at the same point, but I am not, so I won't. We can make peace with the Danes, I see little reason not to. I'm not taking land off them, I have little reason to. But I am taking a whole fat stack of cash and enjoying yet more inflation. Because boy do I like drowning in inflation. I don't, but it's what happens. Hopefully someday they'll learn their lesson and stop attacking me, but until then I take the money and run. Oh right, they were excommunicated. All the better. So now I have a whole load of boats around here that I'm just going to sort out in Lol land. Were my heavies part of that? No, they already broke free. Wherever they are. Ah, there they are. Make good on that. So about this coalition war that causes me grief. Let's have a wee bit of go out here to defend against Rostock. And it might even be nice to have some actually blockade on Hamburg. But it really doesn't make a difference, does it? Their five transports aren't going to do a lot against me. Well, complacency is what gets me killed, isn't it? Head on out there with Hadrian. Just make sure that the Brandenburgs and their friends don't even get any ideas about sailing at me. Disaster at sea. I really don't want to have less morale. So we lose some readiness. An entire trading fleet's been lost at sea, taking all aboard to a watery grave. That's fine. We'll be fine. So the Russians are actually pushing back against the Ottomans, which is disturbing me. But all the better if it means a protracted war between the two of them. I'm not satisfied with my setup here because I haven't... I'll have you privateer in the English Channel with the other ones. I haven't really freed up galleys to go and attack. You know what, I will leave 10 galleys here. Go over there with the others and then head on over. I need galleys for the Japanese theatre. Oh my, Brandenburg. I didn't even plan on meeting your flagship, but I did. Good riddance. Shame I couldn't steal it and add it to my collection. Another early frigate, which should help out with the privateering efforts here. Okay, knowing what I know, 10 is overkill. 5 will do. Works as an early warning at the very least, and no one's really going to get in our way. Not in this fight. Why even have any over there? Right, let's just keep the 10 here. This is what matters. I'm going to scuttle that transport. And then all of you, that is 38. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 48, surely enough. Go over to London for repairs. What are you two up to and why are you not privateering in the English Channel? This is the coalition, kind of desperate to get over to Finn, but I'm not letting them. That'd be a good way to generate war score in this battle, but I've already made my commitment. More cores, glorious. Cumbria as well. This is good, all this... well, that's taken care of all my overextension woes. Next up, I need this admin tech. That'll make all the other cores that are on my to-do list that bit cheaper. And I appear to be making money, which doesn't seem right. Okay, I've got a little bit of time left on the Ottoman war reps, which is excellent. Did not think that I did. You guys are good enough. 49 is going to be enough galleys to deal with what I want to deal with. I need you guys over in Gelang, and you shall be with Hadrian. I don't want Hadrian doing this. We're going to have Stugav over here. Hadrian will go back to being the wall against the potential Ottoman threat. They're not going to strike me while they're embroiled in their other war, of that I'm certain, but let's not get cocky about it. And we'll have you guys back to helping out with this. There's little reason for you to keep Hamburg under blockade. I don't see a threat from their navy there. Plus it's being sieged down by Bohemia. Opata are claiming our lands. How dare they? Where's that here we go. They arrived faster than I thought. And there shouldn't be a great need for you to drop the army off there for any great length of time, but I'll make you do it anyway. Alright, groovy. We made it. Our army can reinforce, although that will cost an arm and a leg for a wee bit. And whilst they're doing that, I want you to go and naturally raid your way across. I mean, why would I not? Yoink. I mean, you gotta pay for yourself one way or another. That's 80 ducats. That's 110 ducats to be made here, and there'll only be more to make when they colonize more here. And let me think about your range. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2... Okay, yeah. with this island alone, I can do the full shebang here, which is going to feel pretty good. Less so along here. Are you an island? No, no you're not. But still, 1, 2, 3. And if I have the likes of you, or even better you, then I got more. Actually, I'm sitting on a spare colonist. Why in the world am I not putting him to work? I was probably humming and hooing over that the other day as well. Well, I know of a very high development province. I'm going to take it. It's Ambon. And Big Easy was in chat pointing out, yes, I had a lazy colonist. I'm not the best at noticing these things. But that's just me. Oh, perhaps my money's looking alright for a change, because we're now privateering Malacca. It's bringing in 10 healthy ducats. Don't mind me.